We are live. We is
We
live.
is live.
Oh, yes, I forgot to say. No, we've been sitting here talking about HOA and Karens. Okay. All right. That's what we've been doing.
Legit. It's true.
So, we've been here the whole time.
Hey, Ram Bam.
Arwen got kidnapped by her cats. I think she.
I can see that. I can see that happening.
I can't.
She's currently kidnapped by her cats.
I'll be carried away in a cloud of cats, y'all. That's my final form.
Yes.
After the glitter cloud.
After the glitter
cloud evolves to a glitter cloud of cats.
Pretty much.
All right, we're doing Fallout. And Josh is very excited to talk about this episode because his all-time favorite character, Lucy, is here. Not queer and ready for anything.
Well,
I've thought.
You owe me, Missy.
I owe you? What do you mean I owe you?
I managed to watch this episode and take notes despite the fact that I was on vacation this past week.
What the shit? Why did you do that?
Dedication is.
Why did you do that? Why? No, I could. Dude, I literally have the notes of the wiki right here, which is just called a synopsis in most circles. Okay, you could have just leaned on me this week. Why didn't you? Bad communicator. Bad communicator.
And honestly, I don't even remember which episode we're doing today. Which one we are?
Season 2, episode 2.
I'm guy. That's the one I watched. Just making sure. Actually, I watched 2 and 3 because I wasn't sure which one we were doing.
Oh my god, I forgot to text you not to watch 3. That's hilarious. Okay, we're professionals.
Right, we are.
Josh is the only professional here, apparently. Dogged.
Which I gotta say, so I was visiting family, and on my way back home, we were driving through Hartford, Connecticut. Which, by the way, great week to take a long road trip with the gas prices skyrocketing this week.
Yeah.
Wonderful week to take a road trip, gotta say.
Right.
Yeah, my car's getting down to that quarter of a tank, and I'm like, no. Don't do it. And then I look at delivery prices, and I'm like, damn it, it's worse.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're in Hartford, and we're just driving through, and there are I'm getting feedback. I forgot to mute the YouTube. Okay, that was on me. All right, sorry about that.
Never mind. Josh just lost his professional status immediately.
He's slumming with the rest of us now.
We're professionals. So
God.
we're driving past in Hartford, and you get those all those bulletin boards with the the big if you're injured in an accident, call whatever law firm, right?
Oh yeah, we have those all over you.
Yeah. It's you get those all the time, everywhere.
Yeah.
There were multiple from this one law firm that they have there, and we're driving past, and Becky and I are looking at the bulletin board, and we're like, "That's Ric Flair."
Huh? What? I'm sorry. What? Pardon me.
Just right there on the bulletin board, like, if you're in an accident, woo, call this person.
I'm
My
glad
brain just went. What? Ric Flair?
I now require like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, except you say woo and like Ric Flair appears like after your accident.
And,
oh my god!
And they were scattered throughout the entirety of Highway 91 in Hartford.
I cannot.
Every single time we saw one, of course, Becky and I went, woo!
Of course. I am dead. So what, the law firm just hire him to be their poster child? Or is he
Okay.
actually lawyering now?
I love the idea of Ric Flair
Here.
lawyering. That's amazing.
Question.
He suplexes the prosecutor.
Competition. He's suplexing.
And it's like a poorly edited Photoshop of his face on his younger body. It's like
God.
because there is absolutely no
I'm
shot
dead.
he could do a suplex now.
I'm dead. Ric Flair, man. For your lawyer needs, call Ric Flair.
I would call Ric Flair.
Flair.
I would too. I would 100% call Ric Flair.
You see, Your Honor, there's a problem happening. They were not drunk driving. I was.
I was in the driver's seat.
Woo! Your Honor.
And he probably was.
God damn it, Rick.
And it's just, and like, it is so surreal to see
Oh
like
my
someone in like a
God.
professional business suit, and then right next to old ass Ric Flair with the whole Nature Boy regalia on the bulletin board. It's like, what is that?
Please, I need the suit version of his Nature Boy robe. Okay. Oh my god, it's just a pimp. It's just a pimp suit, basically.
It's just a pimp suit. You know, that old gnarly ones with the purple and black zebra stripe.
Dude,
You know what I mean? The pimp
Ric-
suit, y'all.
a professional Ric Flair Nature Boy costume is a pimp suit. I love we have officially made this.
It's a thing now. Oh, Eris, I'm feeling a thumbnail coming on.
I know. I
You
need to
You get me, girl? Yeah.
hold on. I need to make a note of that. Okay.
All right.
Remember
That drives
for in
trippy, Sensei. That sounds trippy.
2 weeks when no one remembers this. To do a picture
Oh my
of
god.
Lawyer Ric Flair.
Flair as a pimp in court.
Oh, I
It
figure
can-
if Macho Man can do, Slim Jims, Ric Flair can do law. I mean,
Yeah, that's the
know,
same. That is the exact same thing. Is practicing law and doing an ad for Slim Jims.
Yeah. They're the same thing.
both serving the public in some way.
True. Slim Jims are
I-
serving the public.
I'm now picturing Hulk Hogan as the judge with Macho Man as the prosecutor.
Oh God, hold on, not the ad. Hulk, do
Sure,
you want
is
Hulk
like nothing
Hogan?
but famous 80s wrestlers, all stacked in the chair.
Hulk Hogan is the judge.
Ted DiBiase, all of them. Jake the Snake.
Jake the Snake is the witness.
He's the one. Yeah,
Hold on. No. I got it better. Hold on. Vince McMahon is a judge.
Yes.
Hulk is the
1000%.
judge.
Can we bring back the Gorilla Monsoon, please? For
Hulk
something in
Hogan is the
Bring him
bailiff.
back.
I'm okay with that. Gorilla Monsoon was amazing.
He was amazing, wasn't he?
Him and Bobby were so good together.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh my god! That was peak times. Peak time. Oh, and
Would you
was-
stop?
And who was the wrestler? I think it was another Rick. I don't know. He was. Oh, it was kind of like he had a David Lee Roth kind of dark hair, showmanship, dark hair, and he always wore his face on his ass or his crotch.
What?
It was
Oh,
some
Rick Rude.
wrestler. Rude.
Rick Rude.
Okay.
Oh, we'll make him the janitor. Or he can
Who's
come
the
from them. I
prosecutor?
never liked him.
Who's the prosecutor?
Prosecutor.
I think Ted DiBiase fits the prosecutor role. Best.
Fantastic. $1 Million Man. That's
There we go. I was like, I don't know how to spell that.
stacked court here. This is good.
All right, as the prosecutor, I have quite the image to create.
And behind the judge will be a massive gilded picture of Rowdy Roddy Piper, right, with an American flag blowing behind him, and then of course he has to have his bagpipes.
That's the court seal.
Will be a picture.
Because he was so beautiful. They should put that man's face on a stamp.
Wait a
swear.
minute. Wait a minute. If Ric Flair is the attorney, then it should be one of his rivals is on the other side. So it should be Dusty Rhodes, actually.
All right, hold on. Dusty Rhodes. Okay, so this is what I have set up right now. A picture of Ric Flair as a pimp lawyer in court. Vince McMahon is the judge. Hulk Hogan as the court stenographer. Steven Austin, Undertaker, as the bailiff. Dusty Rhodes as the prosecutor. And behind the judge will be a picture of Roddy Piper with an American flag.
Yes.
Yes.
Good luck.
My ass would be planted in that court seat every day if this was a real trial.
I would never not watch this.
Never not watch it. Oh,
yeah,
God.
you see, Your Honor. Yeah, you see, Your Honor. We got a problem here. Yeah, let me tell you. Ooh, yeah.
And bless her heart, beautiful Miss Elizabeth can be the stenographer or whatever. She could do something. She could be the one that brings in the files for people. We got to see her.
The court clerk.
Yes, the court clerk, Miss Elizabeth. Court clerk.
All right, Miss Elizabeth. All right, where is as the court clerk? Where do we want Macho Man? Do we want Macho Man with Hulk? Not Macho Man with Ric Flair.
He could be the paralegal with Hogan.
Excellent.
Oh my God, Ram Bam! Yes, Roddy Piper with the Hoffman lens sunglasses. Hell yes. Beautiful man.
You know, I recently heard like one of the keys to doing a Macho Man impression is to act like you're the dad, not trying to yell in front of company, but you're angry at your kids.
Like, I told you to pick up your toys. Yeah, I told you to pick up your toys. Yeah, and now they're all over the floor. Yeah.
Oh yeah. How many of those Legos do I have to step on? How many before you put them away? Ooh.
All right, I shall confer with Loki in order to make this absolutely perfect.
It works so well.
Anyway, Fallout. Sorry, it's just I had to share the Ric Flair bulletin boards that I saw.
No, that is totally acceptable.
Hey, Sensei, it has spawned an entire court of wrestlers. We are living and love it. Love it. Thank you, Ric Flair, with your
Woo! Okay, so episode 2, The Golden Rule.
Y'all. I had
see
issues with this one.
Yeah.
Oh no, when Arwen has issues with it, you know it's gonna be a delight.
I had some issues, you know. And I did watch this after the Karen attack, so I was already like, oh my God, Lucy, what the fuck? But today, I still have issues with it.
That's acceptable.
Yeah.
All right, so we see Shady Sands, and it's still a booming city. You see what I did there?
What kind of city is it? It's the exploding kind.
Oh my God, your brain just went nuclear. Let's go.
And we see a dude. He's making a device to like get some water, which we find out. I guess those are the devices that we're tapping into Vault 33's water supply. I guess. Like just a simple pump.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna be real with you. That wasn't really the sneaky thing that I think they thought it was.
Yeah. And we see an NCR merchant dude just kind of like walking like kind of like a zombie into the place, carrying a huge cart behind him.
Yeah, him.
And he ends up collapsing, and people are like, hey, what's with the NCR guy? And they're looking at him, and they see he has a neck thingy in his neck that we saw in episode 1 of this season. And they're like, huh, I wonder what's in this cart. Oh my God, it's a nuke.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Big one. And wow, it did really good on that rickety old card. I was proud of it.
It,
It
it's,
lasted a
hol-
long
it's,
way.
it's somehow holding the weight of a nuclear bomb. Okay, sure.
Oh my god, it didn't even dawn on me how stupid heavy. Hold on.
Wow.
I can't Google that. If
No, I
Google
would,
that,
I would not recommend Googling that.
I will get put on a list. So I'm not Googling that.
Yeah, that was my thought. I'm like, damn, they make them lightweight nowadays. It's that new, bendable, breathable material they use for their nuclear
Right. That, for that bomb you want at home.
Yeah, you can just drag it across the wasteland for God knows how long. It'll be fine.
It's so easily transportable. All right.
Yeah.
You can just drive it home. It's fine.
Yeah.
See, this is when Lanu needs to be here because he's going to hear some shit that he's going to be like, yeah. That's what I thought too.
All right. So so Maximus's dad yells at the young Maximus, "Run home, kid." It's like, you might need to tell him to run much further. I mean, that's what I'd be saying.
Yeah, just start running and keep running until you can't run anymore.
Exactly. That is what I would be telling my kid, but that's me. And like, well, I made a water pump. Let's see if I can deactivate a nuclear warhead without asking anyone else. Just sticks his hands right in there. All right. I'd want some backup, but that's me.
And it was like, opening a tin can. I mean, I know he was on a time crunch, but I'm like, okay, got to be a little delicate about this because it's a bomb. It goes boom. And he's just like,
But was he on a time crunch before he activated it?
No, he wasn't. That's a good point. It's
That's
still a
where
bomb. You want to deactivate it as quickly and as safely as possible. But no, you're right. There was no timer on it.
That's right. The timer activated once he tried fiddling with it, and then the failsafe activated.
Right.
It's it's like you accidentally you try to pause it to go to the bathroom because you really need to go to the bathroom in the middle of playing a game, and you accidentally hit like the next thing, which is like a 20-minute long boss battle, and you're like, no shit.
Yeah.
So like we also see that the bomb is connected to a Pip-Boy of all things.
Yeah.
Ram Bam. Well, if I screw up, I'll never know. Fair.
You know what? That is true.
It is. It's a good point.
Yeah.
You might take out a few 100 people with you, but
I'm ready to die. It's fun.
So they just so he ends up activating the fail safe, and they just start like, well, crap.
Oopsie poopsie.
And they just immediately start emptying out the fridge. And like, all right, kid, get in here. You're a good boy. I guess they want to keep him fresh. That's why they're putting him in the refrigerator.
That's all it's in Indiana Jones. Okay, this works.
Yes.
Just me and the fridge survived a nuclear blast. I want that fridge.
And then they're like, it's okay. You're a good boy. Like, oh,
yes,
okay.
you are. Yes, you are. He's a good boy.
I don't know. I've seen him do some things that are a bit questionable.
He broke a toilet out of rage.
Exactly. So
we will never forgive him for that.
I did feel bad. I mean, I have a soft spot for Max, or what I call him, Maximus, whatever the hell is it, Maxie. I don't know. I have a soft spot for him.
Maxie Pad.
He's like one of these people who, he has his own way of seeing the world. And, he's got ideals that he lives, that he wants to be a good person, but he's thrusting in this shithole of a world. It's like, I can't help, because I do think of him as this little boy and this community just trying to rebuild. And then it all just, He gets stuck in a fridge, and his life is never the same again.
But I still remember him like actively trying to kill Thaddeus when he realized that he was lying to him.
I'm not saying he doesn't have some issues. He absolutely, yes.
This is in court.
Yeah.
Yes, but as the little kid that I see him and think about the good side of his personality and what he could have been had he grown up in a good world, it makes me sad. That part did make me sad. But his dad, you know, it is what it is. It's a bomb. What are you going to do?
Yeah. So they yes, they put him in the fridge. They're like, well, I guess I'll kiss you goodbye, and then the bomb goes off.
Boom.
And it cuts to a younger Hank back in the vault. He's kind of washing his hands, and you hear a young Lucy like, Dad, can you read to us? And he's like, okie dokie. And he puts down his Pip-Boy, and it confirms that the detonation's done.
Which is so fun. It's such a funny like scene, which is why it made it to the thumbnail.
Evil. I was like, dude.
Well,
Evil.
So here's my question. If Hank was in fact in Vault 33 when Shady Sands blew up, how do people know he's the one responsible for doing it?
How do they know?
Yeah.
I don't know. They would have to connect to some log. I don't know. That is the question.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I don't know. They'd have to hack some Pip-Boys or I don't. And you know, and who would put? Hi, I'm Hank. I just blew up Shady Sands.
Fucking captain's log.
He really like a golden age like supervillain. He leaves like a calling card.
I don't know. I missed that part.
Dear diary, today I blew up Shady Sands. It was so good.
And read my daughter a bedtime story. Whee! Love Vault life.
Okay. Another question. Another question I have. Okay. Another question. So Lucy's mom was made a ghoul by that nuclear blast, correct? That's what we're led to believe, right?
Okay, yeah, because she was living there.
Yeah, she was living there, and that's why he blew it up.
And that's why he blew it up. So I'm assuming
the blast ghoulified her.
Yeah, or something happened and she became a ghoul. I'm not real sure how she became a ghoul, but that is what they're leading us to believe. That the blast went off.
Because not everyone especially in the games, not everyone dies from the nuclear blast. Some were made ghouls.
Yes. So that was his big revenge.
Oh my goodness, we lost Eris.
Uh-oh. Karen's got her. Or the HOA guy or whatever, you know.
That is the HOA like disabled their internet.
You were late on your, 2/4 of a lawn trimming, so no bye-bye internet.
Anyway.
Oh God.
So if Lucy's mom was made a ghoul by the nuclear blast.
Yes.
But Hank, I guess, just came in to Shady Sands, took Lucy and Norm, and brought them back to the vault since they were both there when he went to read them the story. So did that mean the mom didn't fight for the kids at all?
Look, we got to fill in some blanks here with our own imagination. So the only way this guy would have been able to pull this off is if he had somehow incapacitated the wife. And then
she lost power. Okay.
So that is but they don't explain that. So as a viewer, I'm having to fill in the damn blanks with my own fantasy. Okay, he had to waltz in there. They had an altercation, knocked her out. But if how the hell did he do it in front of the kids? Where were the kids?
And they apparently they have no memory of any violent altercation of anything that happened.
Right, and I don't think if he had threatened now. Okay, now hang on. Let's go down this trail. What if he had a side conversation? See, we got to dig deep in this. And said, I'll blow your shit up, or I'll hurt someone, or whatever if you don't. But would she do that? Would the mother
Did he
be
threaten
like,
Moldaver?
yeah, okay, yes, I'll take your woman. I'll, do something. I don't know. He had to have been able to do something to get the kids away. And then during that time, what is the mom doing? You know
Apparently
what I mean?
becoming a ghoul.
He had to have gotten the kids safely away before he blew up.
Right.
So either mom's incapacitated somehow, or if she's not, why would she let them leave after fighting to get them? Yeah, I have questions.
Yeah.
Major
questions.
questions.
I mean, you're a mom. Mama bear instincts is something you don't want to mess with.
There is no way. If my husband turned out to be a murderous, crimey piece of shit, and I left with the kids and he came coming, there's no way I would die before I would let him take those kids.
Yeah.
Like, I would fight him, and if I die in the process, shit, that sucks, because then he would get the kids. But the point is, they would know, no, mama did everything she could to protect us.
Right.
Especially after already going through those efforts. It's one thing if he stopped her at the vault and then tried to reason with her, and her being like, okay, I can't go through with it now. That's one thing, because she's there. But once you get away and you're gone from that noise, and then it comes back in your life, you're more prepared to handle it, because you've already made your stand and you've succeeded in your stand. So yeah, I have no idea how, but I questions. I have questions.
Yeah. Let's see. There you are.
Hi.
I left and like 4 people showed up as a
The
result.
goddess is back. The goddess is back, y'all.
Okay. I'm sorry. Apparently my decided to have a brownout. So that's fun.
Yay.
My sus is still on the HOA guy, but all right. Just a brownout.
Damn it. Maybe it is. All right, I've been listening though, so please continue.
Okay. What are your thoughts on those questions?
Okay, I was listening a little bit, and then I came back.
Now,
Okay.
listening and retaining. Yeah,
Right.
She had a power brownout. She had a power brownout.
Okay, I went to the bathroom. I'm sorry, I didn't listen to y'all while I was going to the bathroom. I thought that might be a little weird. Okay, so
We
yeah.
just want to know how Hank got the kids back from Mama in all that time, and then Mama stayed there and get blood. Was she incapacitated? Did they have an altercation? What happened to get the kids away from her and Moldaver? That's never explained. How he got the kids away from them.
Because
Hank
clearly got the kids away from her and back to the vault before he blew up Shady Sands.
Okay.
And how does Lucy not remember Shady Sands?
She should.
She's old enough. She's
was
same age.
in the flashback. She's clearly old enough to have memory of Shady Sands.
So she has convenient amnesia, where she forgets very convenient things when the plot needs her to forget them.
I hate when people can come down with narrative amnesia.
Yeah, convenient narrative amnesia.
They never explain it, and I think the time for that is past, because she's had enough altercations with her dad now that she would have found some of this shit out. What I would believe, because he's so wackadoo and they're scientists and all that, I could believe that they would create some, memory out or whatever, something to inject his kids with. I mean, he's just fucked up enough to do it. That could kind of wipe. Now, selective memory, no, you'd have to wipe from a certain point back.
Right.
That would be feasible, but that's never even touched on. So again, you got to kind of fill in the blank. How did the kids, even Norm would have been old enough to remember?
Yeah.
Unless he had an altercation with the mom, knocked her out, took the kids and said, well, Mom's not feeling well. She wants us to return to the vault. She'll join us soon. Gets the kids back.
Lucy didn't even remember being like she was ever outside the vault to begin with.
Right.
She thought Shady Sands was the vault.
There you go. So that is a massive plot hole for me that I can't wrap my brain. You're right. If she had memory of it, then I could be like, all right, well, she thinks mom was coming for them, believed her dad. It's more feasible. She has no memory of it.
Okay, so hold on a
So
second.
good point. Good point.
They were in Shady Sands.
Yes.
The
Yes.
mom was in
Yes.
Shady Sands.
Yes.
When did I forget? How the hell?
That
did
was
I
in season 1.
Her and Moldaver were
Okay.
shacking up. They were shacking up.
Well, I
and
know her and
did it.
Moldaver were shacking up. I didn't know the location of their lesbonianism. Okay.
Yes. Yes, it was Shady
Sands.
Sands.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I just that blew past my brain.
My first watch through, it just for some reason I got a lot of that muddled. So I didn't quite. I guess I was focusing so much on the relationship aspect. I wasn't focusing on the where the hell were these people aspect.
Mhm.
But the second time around, it clicked. Oh, Shady, there we go.
Well, Shady
And
Sands seems
now
to be a
I'm
lot
like-
more important this season than it was last season. So
Yeah, and the kids were old enough to remember.
They
Okay.
were,
My
they were
first
clearly
memory is
old enough to
1.5.
remember.
Okay,
They were like
maybe-
what, 5 and 8?
maybe they
A
were
little
kind
older?
of sort of divorced, but not really divorced. And this was Hank's weekend, and Hank was like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." And
It was Hank's weekend.
so Hank brought him back to the vault on their weekend, and then he blew up the place.
Then he was able to get a neck thingy mind control device
Oh my God, y'all!
from New Vegas and implanted it in some random guy that somehow gave him a nuke.
Okay.
I have
just-
questions.
I solved 2 problems at once. Right here with this. Okay, you know how one of the things we had a problem with at the end of last season was just how easily Lucy believed Moldaver
Yeah.
over her father, didn't ask him any questions, Dad, what is she didn't try and
Well,
talk to her dad. We were
it
all
was worse
gave it
that he
up.
didn't deny it either. It was just like
That didn't help.
It didn't, true. But here's the thing. Okay, let's say, you got the wife and Moldaver living it up in Shady Sands. She takes the kids. They get the kids away from the dad. Dad rolls in, all smiles and teeth and okie dokie, Lucy's idol. And he manages somehow to get to just incapacitate these women. Okay, and that will inflame Moldaver all the more to get this guy. But it gets the kids away from them. He tells them, well, we have to go back to the vault, honey. Mommy will meet us there later. She's packing her things. Okie dokie, Daddy. Get the kids back to the vault.
Well-
So they should still remember Shady Sands, but he tells them Mom dies. She can't come back. They don't know anything about the explosion. It would make more sense then at the end of season 1 if Lucy is like, wait a minute, you told me Mom was coming. You told me Mom died. You told me, what do you, then she could put the pieces together better. But they didn't go that route. And I wish they had.
Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get this timeline out. So
That's how I wish it was
Lucy's
in my
mom.
brain. Mm-hmm.
Lucy's mom
Mm-hmm. Rose.
leaves Rose. Rose leaves Hank and
Yes.
takes the kids with her. Okay.
Yes.
So
To the wasteland without
Okay.
any plan.
yes. So what if, in order to get the kids to come with her, she says, "Hey, we're going on a vacation and adventure, right? So we're gonna go, and Dad will meet us there eventually." And that's how they get them to go. So if the dad then go, and we're all this, because none of this happens on the show, and the dad finds out. So Moldaver is like does leave, and he has people watching, I guess, for when she leaves. Or maybe he didn't realize that she was going to leave. It was going to do 2 birds, 1 stone type of thing.
I
Then-
think she snuck
Where was
out.
Moldaver to begin with?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
don't
That's what I'm
know.
saying. That's what I'm saying. So then the dad probably was listening in on the fucking Pit Boy, like our favorite ghoul did, and then brings
That have a crap range, though.
The range has improved. And then goes in and is like, hey, we're gonna go ahead and come home or whatever. Now, at this point, the kids are way too old for any of this to really work on them that well. So
Mhm.
then it brings them back, and then it says, hey, hey, your mom caught something while she was at Shady Sands, and we have to quarantine her for a little bit. No, you can't go visit
Yes.
her or whatever. And that's how he got away with that. Now, that is me inventing a whole bunch of shit that the show absolutely did not tell us at all.
There was like one line of Hank
Yeah.
manufactured like a famine, and she died in the famine.
That's it. Yeah.
But it's mentioned like once.
So we're having to, because to me, I mean, some plot holes you blink and you move on. It's no big deal. It's like, okay, we see you. You can live with it. But then there are others that when it's tied into the development and the personalities of these main characters, you can't ignore these things. Because it does make things seem like, why the hell would Lucy, listen to Moldaver immediately over her dad? And at one point, he was saying, don't listen to her.
Because we were supposed to.
She was listening to Moldaver. If she remembered Moldaver, and then
it'd make more sense.
It would. It'd be like, wait a minute, y'all, what the hell? It would make sense. Yes, it would make a lot more sense. But
it still wouldn't make sense that Moldaver wanted to have Lucy marry one of the raiders who then tried to kill her. That's still not explained.
Oh my god, it doesn't make sense. Why would she want that?
No. She's a wild card. I mean, she really is. I don't know what her motivation is.
That's not the word I would use for her.
She did also keep her lesbian lover, aka Lucy's mom, as a 99% dead, but still 1% living hell.
Moldaver, I can see you next Tuesday, all right?
Yes. I swear to God, I used to tell my husband and my kids, if zombie apocalypse ever comes and I get bit and I come back a zombie, put a bullet in my head.
That's what I'm saying. Look, you have the exact same tact. It's like, hey, I know it's gonna suck, but let's not do that. Yeah.
I'm gone. That's just my body. I'm gone.
That's my body and a stupid brain. Okay, so not my brain. That's stupid brain, and you must kill stupid brain.
God, yeah, Moldaver
I hate that.
Definitely a piece of work.
Okay. Also, can we just? So when she died, was she? Okay. So she was wearing a wedding dress. That put on? Yeah. Wasn't she wearing a wedding dress? Was that put on before or after she went feral as a ghoul?
I don't remember. To be honest, I don't remember what she was wearing.
No, she was.
What was she wearing?
No.
Oh my God, who are you wearing on the red carpet?
For a while. Yeah, it had been on her, but it did. It looked like a beautiful dress. It looked almost like the remnants of the wedding dresses they wear in the vaults that we've seen.
Fallout season.
And she still had the necklace on. I mean,
hold on.
Which again, Lucy just accepts that Moldaver just didn't put that necklace on some random ghoul.
Yeah. Good point.
I mean, maybe it was the last thing she saw, like the white, maybe. But I thought my brain remembered this as a wedding dress, and I found that really fucking funny, in a really messed up way. Because I was like, okay, so please don't play dress up with your dead feral ghoul turned lover, Moldaver. Like that's what I've been under the impression of this whole time. Like,
I love that she was a feral ghoul then lover in your scenario.
I don't put anything past Moldaver.
Just a general rule, not a good idea to dress up your feral ghoul lover. Yeah. I mean, the whole thing is all the more twisted if we knew more about all of their backstory. You know?
Oh my God, that just brings out your eyes.
Yes, Queen
Those
Slay,
your three remaining strands of hair are so luscious. Let me hold them over to the other side of your scalp.
Now let's get you a moisturizer.
Yeah.
They're so shiny today.
Your eye sockets really bring out, the color of your rotting teeth. It's great.
they start painting the fingernails. They just start falling out.
Right,
So
just
now
the-
she's
just the
painted.
tips of the bones.
Yeah,
you know,
she's
just the tips
painted
of the
tips of the finger.
Do you see? This is why we need answers on some of this shit. Otherwise, our brains just run rampant.
And I
we
don't want to
come
go.
And that is my lore now. That is, I'm sorry, that is lore. Lanu, I apologize, mwah, but my lore is now this woman in a wedding dress with her bones painted, the whole bit. It's lore. How they got out of, how they got the kids and all. I'm sorry, my brain has got to fill in these pockets, or I'm like, again, we start roaming.
Oh, and it will become more unhinged the more we roam. Just so we're
Correct.
clear.
Exactly. So we need to, try and stay on track. But damn it, that is the story's job. That is the writer's job. I'm sorry.
Yes, and that is my biggest problem with this show. It's overall the writing.
And I think we've come up with a bang-up job on their backstory. They need to call us for this stuff.
Yeah, call me. I've been
plot
telling WWE
holes,
to call me.
Call Harris of Chaos
Okay.
and Company.
Call me WWE so I can write you good stories for the first time in like several years. And call me Amazon for your silly Fallout show. Don't call me for Rings of Power. You're doing great, sweetheart.
They're on their own. They're so far out there, they ain't no recovering any of
Which they've confirmed Rings of Power Season 3 is out this year.
Oh, shit. All right, well, we're going to have to put... Hold on. When is it happening?
I forget when they said,
Rings
but I
of
did
Power
hear
Season 3. Late 2026. Oh,
y'all.
y'all, what a Christmas present to me. Oh, my God. Release date. Gimme. Late 2026. Most likely August, November. Guys, you know that thing we were talking about we were going to do? We're going to have to push it back further. It's fine. We're prioritizing.
A Harfoot cosplay. I got to find one. I've got my camera.
Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to go down to your local antique store and you're going to get like a plastic vine with some plastic like grapes and olives on it. You're going to stick it in your hair and not wash it for 8 days. And you should be fine.
Right. I have to mat it up a little bit and then I'll go outside. I'll roll around in the dirt, rub it in my face a tad.
Never go off trail, Arwen.
Never go off trail. Yes.
Or you will be eaten.
I can paste leaves to my chest and arms and shit. I'm ready for this. Let's do it.
Oh, and then smear berries all over your face.
I was about to mention the berries. Like, you need to make sure you need to eat a berry in a way that makes it seem like you've never experienced a berry before.
And I've never eaten before. It's just where's my mouth? I don't know.
You just rub it all over your face like you're 3.
Yeah. You need to basically cosplay with berries. The scene at the end of The Predator where he's wiping like mud all over his face, but it's berry juice. And let it just sit there and never bathe.
Horrible cosplay is better than the actual show. We got something special going on. Yes, yes.
Never forget. And they just killed off the healer chick because the actress said, I'm going to go do something useful and fight for women's rights in the Middle East instead of staying here in my cozy Hollywood house doing this
I
dumb
would
show.
rather fight for women's rights in Iran than be in this show.
And what an icon. I respect the shit out of that chick now.
I'm going to the Middle East where I risk all sorts of things happening to me. But yeah, damn it, shit, I'm doing that. Than rather beat on Rings of Power.
It was even funnier. She decided that while season 1 was still fucking coming out.
Oh, what a rock star, man. I'm telling you.
I went from thinking she was cringe on the panel to absolutely adoring her.
I do. Yeah, live your life over Rings of Power, girl. You got a future. That is not the future. Oh.
Anyway, Fallout.
Fallout.
Oh,
okay.
sorry.
Where are we?
All right, so we go back. So we're with Maximus now, and
yay!
And the Brotherhood of Steel is they're shooting up some ghouls, and they're getting a little red box thingy that's pre-war technology.
MacGuffin. McMuffin.
When we
Yes?
get to a certain point, I have not a rant, but I have
Okay.
some serious questions and things to say. So
I am here for serious questions.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay. All right. And they're like, "This is the key to our future." And then the elder guy, I keep forgetting his name, like Quintus or
fine.
something like that.
Elderberry.
I
You
just
him
call him.
Elderberry.
You know what? I like Elderberry. There we go.
He is Elderberry.
you mean you're not talking about Father
The-
Thea? Is it Theo?
The old
Head
guy.
I think it's Theo or Theodus, or maybe it is Quintus. I don't know. I can't
Well,
keep them all.
Theodus was the sidekick dude.
Oh, he's the ghoul.
Theoden
Right.
is the king of Rohan. So
Theodus, right? Theodred is dead. The prince, but he's dead. Yeah, exactly. They all these names. Okay. So the old dude.
So yeah, Elderberry is talking to him that the Brotherhood is fractured into different cells, and he wants to try to unify them.
they were, and then you decided to ununify them.
Right.
And then there's some like dudes on the ground, and they push like a button thingy, and then these massive fans come out of the ground and start spinning, and they blow fans off of Area 51.
Hold on. Can we just talk about?
I have questions.
You said fans, and I immediately thought of Arwen.
It was made for a good show. Yeah. No.
Sir, I'm getting tired.
Giant.
So there's these giant fans come out of the ground. They start spinning, and they clear off the sand from Area 51.
That's fine.
Yes.
And
Wind power, yo.
so did Area 51 have these fans? So in case they kept getting buried, that seems like a design flaw.
No, it's fine.
Honestly, I glossed right over that. I was like, okay. Just like, all right, whatever.
Did the Brotherhood build those fans? If so, why'd they pop out of the ground coated in
Right.
sand? I don't
Hey,
understand what that was all about.
This is when I
Palpatine built.
started to get annoyed with the Brotherhood right here. This seems what?
Hey, they just took a leaf out of Palpatine's playbook. You build all your important shit under the ground, and then when you need it, it busts through the ground, and it works perfectly fine. Okay.
That's right. That's what the big red button's for, y'all. It brings shit out of the ground.
Right.
It's not a bad idea, but just I don't know the mechanics of it all. I'm confused.
It's all right.
I don't know.
But then Elderberry calls Maximus his son.
Mhm.
And then we cut to Dogmeat and the Ghoul, and Lucy's there too.
Yeah, who cares about Lucy? Anyway, moving on. The dog and our favorite character's back.
And Lucy asks, why is he being so rude to her? Why are you being so rude? And like you want your family to like you, don't you? And
Okay,
Lucy
line-
has a point.
She does. But look, y'all, as nice as I am, even I have my limits.
Yeah.
Okay? Traveling with the Ghoul for me would be agonizing because he's such a dick. I mean, he's not he's cool, don't get me wrong, he's fabulous. But he's not a nice dick, he's not a playful dick, he's just a dick. And that would just rub me the wrong way.
Oh, I mean the Ghoul is a character that is like he's great for TV. If you were to actually meet this person, I would want nothing to do with him.
Right. But they're on this little thing of survival now. But when she looked at him as Pollyanna as I can be and said, "Don't you want your family to like you?" I was like, girl, I appreciate your sentiment. Now is not that time.
Right.
If you need something from him, you need to say, "Hey, motherfucker, we are trying to survive here. Okay? We need to help each other out. I get it. You are who you are. I am who I am. But right now, we're all we got. So can we at least please try and work together? Not, why are you being so mean? Aren't you really a nice guy?" It rubbed me the wrong way. Wasn't the time.
No. just treat me like a coworker. You don't really like me, okay? But we still have to work together every single day.
Right.
Okay. All right. So
We don't have to braid each other's hair, but my God, we have to survive. And that's what I was hoping to get from Lucy at that point, because she could still be nice, she could still be okie dokie. But there are times when okie dokie people, it's down to the bone, and it's like, all right,
Yeah.
look,
all right.
we need to agree to disagree, but we got to freaking survive. So knock that shit off.
Which is why, like, you had a decent, you had a decent balance of that in season 1 when she gave him the vials, but then told him fuck off.
Thank you.
It's like that.
Lucy
Like that
coming
was a
through it.
decent compromise. Like she's saving his life, but she's standing her ground now.
Yeah. I may help you, but I will never be you. And that is what I wanted. That's what I want to see more from.
I wanted to see
her
more of that
sweetness,
version of Lucy.
that version of
No.
Lucy, because she's still maintaining her humanity. She still understands civilized society, but she also knows, okay, I need to survive. So I got to get some grit out here or I'm going to die. That is the Lucy I wanted to see in this scene. And I like those scenes.
You mean you didn't want her just like, Charles Dickens wrote a story about that, and then she proceeds to tell him about the Christmas Carol.
Oh God, y'all! I was like, Lucy, girl, what are you doing? Stop! I was cool. I'd turn around and shoot you myself just to shut you up.
My note literally says, she then tells him the story of a Christmas Carol, but fortunately we are spared that.
God, and I'm sorry I get hyped up about it, but the show has so much potential with character building.
Correct.
Yes.
And we see it. We see these flashes of it. It is great. And then Lucy's back to okie dokie, and he's like, well, I'm going to kill whatever comes of it. And it's like, oh, y'all two get it together, please, because their interaction is great, fantastic when they're both authentic at that point.
What did I say last week?
Hey,
That
Wade.
We should have said hello. We should have seen an evolution of the ghoul becoming the father she needed.
You did. And when there are flashes of that, he may not like her because he doesn't like anyone. But, I have no doubt the way they have presented the ghoul, that when she did that, when she showed that mercy to him and gave him those vials with nothing in return, but then told him, hey, don't mistake this. I am not you. And walked off. She had to have gained some respect in his eyes. Had to have. And I want to see more of that.
Yeah, I want them to become the father-daughter. There's been so many of those that has happened. Okay, I hate to be the person who brings this show up, okay, or this game, okay, but the original The Last of Us, okay, not 2. We're not talking about that one.
It doesn't exist.
Okay.
Not
We don't know her. We don't talk about her. Okay, we just put that on a shelf in the back and we cover it up. Okay, so we don't talk about it. We're talking about the first one. How it was 2 unlikely people that they're kind of just here now together, right? And there's several versions of that. And I'm a big fan of that. Is you have the innocents and the jaded. Yeah. I like that dynamic. I'm a big fan of that dynamic. And we had so much potential of that. And I don't know, that was such an obvious thing. Right? And God help me. We didn't do that this episode like we should have.
No.
Correct.
And we didn't really do it last episode either. And I'm like, well,
and that is when they start moving characters backwards. Because Eris, you're right. That dynamic, that jaded and that innocent, thrown together in extraordinary circumstance, stuck together, have to depend on each other. And then if they actually start getting from one another what they lack. Yes. Lucy right now needs, she needs that grit. She needs that determination that she's had all of her life and, overachiever to survive in the world. She needs that grounding. He needs his humanity restored. They can do that for each other. And that is character building.
Exactly. It's right there. It's like, how are you missing this obvious story you can tell with these 2 characters?
You set it up like that on purpose, and then you ignored it. What happened, buddy?
Like,
right.
She learns from him. She learns from him how difficult this world is and what it takes to survive. He learns from her how to be human again. It's right there.
Literally right there.
My God, if it would be any closer to them, it'd be behind them. I mean, yes, it is there, and perfect opportunity. And I like the bickering between those two.
Yes.
But with that bickering and then
they have good chemistry.
I need those come to Jesus moments where they look at each other. You know, him jaded and her innocent, but they look at each other. It's like, we need each other to survive. You know, we're in this together. Let's
They
do
actually
this. I need those moments.
They do
They actually had a pretty decent moment of that in the first episode of the season when he's like, that life you lived in was fake, and she's like, I know, but what's the alternative? It's like, that was a good moment.
It's what they call what's the word? Not vulnerability, not transparency. Authenticity in a character.
Yes.
It's authenticity. You can't keep these characters one note, not in a show like this. You have to, the viewer has to care about them. Genuinely want to know, God, what's going to happen to them next week? Not just what's going to happen to Lucy, not just Max, not just the ghoul, but this couple that's traveling together. I want to know their story, their journey together. How do they survive it? What goes on?
And it's
it's
fine, especially like in the very first pilot episode. It's fine for the characters to be a little bit more one dimensional because you're having to introduce a lot.
Oh yeah.
But we're now 12 episodes into the series.
Yes.
We should know who these people are, and yet Lucy is just constantly reset to how we saw her in the beginning of the series.
Can I also put this into perspective? We are multiple movies into this series.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
With like a 2-hour runtime, we are on the end of the second half of the 5th movie. Okay. And I want y'all to think about that for characters. All right.
Yeah.
And the 5th Harry Potter movie. Okay. I want y'all to think about what happened in the halfway into the 5th Harry Potter movie and tell me that we're the 5th Marvel movie, okay? Or the 5th Avengers movie was, I think, Endgame, okay?
Yes.
We knew those characters pretty well by that point.
Yes.
Right.
So
right.
So that's where I'm like, all right, you can get your miniseries, all right? And if you want to do more character-focused shit and spread it out, that's fine. But if we haven't seen like hardly any move on the characters, you're going too damn slow.
Yes.
Okay? Again, we're in the second half of Endgame. Okay? As far as movies go. Now I understand there's a lot of character development between them, but if you only watch the Avenger movies, you're okay for the most part. All right? You could actually just sit down and watch them. You could say it's like, all right, same way with the Harry Potter, all right? You have that. All right? It's like, what the shit? You can't have you can't be this slow and keep reverting. All right.
See, that's it. That's the problem. If they were just taking their time and we saw these little, it would be annoying, but at least it'd be, like you say, okay, but it's that they're taking their time, and then those wonderful little few kernels of scenes that we get, then they revert them back, and it's like, why are you taking these characters backwards? Let's keep going forwards. And yeah, it's this constant to and fro, and it's, as a viewer, it should not be this frustrating, because I like these characters. I mean, I do, and I want to like them more because I see their potential, and I see those shining gems that they've had.
Speaking of characters who keep reverting, Maximus.
Well, we weren't done. We weren't done with that scene.
Oh, that was such a perfect segue. Damn you.
Oh, no, that's right. That's right. Ooh,
that scene was not done.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Okay. All right. Well, I tried. Okay, I'll do it again.
Yeah.
All right, everyone forget I made that segue, and we'll just do that again. All right, take 2.
No,
Oh, yeah, we'll see him again for sure.
It's you know, like you know, like with the Michael Jackson movie, it's Filla, Life.
I hate. On a side note, I absolutely hate these movies because they're always inaccurate and they're just there to sell albums.
Oh, and this one will sell some albums.
I mean,
Yeah.
it will.
Resurgence of the King.
Not a
Definitely came
fan.
up.
You're just there to sell more music off of this guy. Okay. It's more awkward when they're still alive, like that Elton John movie. Elton John had to be there like, well, this is weird. I'm not dead, guys. You know that, right? You know I'm not dead yet? Okay.
I'm not dead yet.
Would have been funny if it started with, like, they expected him to be dead, and it started with, in memoriam to Elton John, and Elton John's just sitting in the front row like,
Hello, I'm not dead yet. Hello, everyone. Hi.
what the bloody hell?
I mean, at least Weird Al got a parody movie, you know, biography movie before that.
True.
Fair. Anyway.
Anyway, so Lucy tells him about A Christmas Carol. I'm so glad we were spared this scene.
Jesus, I was so pissed.
But then they hear a voice calling for help, and Lucy wants to go help him. And
No.
well, I wrote down the ghoul's exact quote. You want to know what I was like before the war? I was just like you, stupid.
You know what? Fair. Also fair.
Though. That was fair. I liked that. Yep.
He was too. We have prospects to prove that he was a little stupid.
Yeah, he was. But Lucy then just goes marching in. And he's like,
no, but it's the humane thing to do, y'all. It really is. It really is. You would want
Okay,
someone to come for you.
But we've also seen that people use that kind of thing for traps.
Arwen, when
this
we're in
dog
a horror,
would not survive 5 minutes in an apocalypse like this. I would be dead.
When we're in a horror movie together and there is a baby crying deep into the forest, I will not be joining you to go after it. Okay.
Look, I totally understand. But that's just like, I can't. I gotta go look. I gotta go save.
God damn it! You give our people a bad name. This is why we die.
I know. I am that girl. I get it. It's a burden I bear, Eris.
You're just so adorable. Okay, we get it. It's fine. But I can't be in a horror movie with you. I'm sorry.
No, I understand. Yeah, I understand.
No, Eris, you are forgetting one thing, though.
What?
Arwen might be the pure one that ends up being the only one that survives the whole thing.
But if I die because I went after you in the forest to save your butt, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay.
It would be a fluke of nature.
I would be the opening kill. Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah, probably actually.
Oh my God, I'm dead.
He goes down to make himself a grilled cheese in the kitchen and just dies.
See, this is why we need the Marine. This is why we need Arlena. Because I've told her before. We've talked about this. We talked about women in war, and I'm like, Arlena, I don't want to be drafted. She's like, well, women can do that. I said, I know you can. I can't. I said, in a zombie apocalypse, they'd be munching on my thigh, and you'd be making fucking bayonets out of bark and stabbing them. You
Arlena,
not me.
She is gonna bedazzle her rifle. Okay, it's.
So it's like, I'm putting you in charge because, not all of us can make it through the zombie apocalypse intact. I'm self-aware enough to know that. Oh, my God. So
anyway.
I get the ghoul, but Lucy, I get her, too. I get her wanting to go in there and help. I do. Stupid, but I get it.
And just, it's just like the little things that Walter Goggins puts in the performance. He's walking like the boyfriend who's just being dragged somewhere. It's like, all right, we'll do it.
Yes, he is.
True.
He's so good in this role.
He's really damn good.
I'm so glad I discovered him in this. I've seen many things with him before, but he is phenomenal as an actor. Underrated.
Very underrated.
Yes, because his like you said, his walk, his looks, his mannerisms, he is adopted into this character and made it his own. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
shit. Well done, dude. Well done.
But they see that a woman is like in like rags, is screaming for pain, and she's like, I have something, and he to help, and the ghoul's like, why are we wasting it on her?
Yeah.
And then
What
they
did he
hear like
call him?
he called her a tunic.
A tunic. Okay, yeah, he called her something.
But then they hear like skittering, and the woman's like, oh no, they're back. I'm like, what? Based on what we're about to see, why would they leave? I don't get it. But
Yeah.
a bunch of rad scorpions comes out and attacks them.
Oh wait, you forgot one thing though. The thing that made me hate the ghoul.
Oh, the dude.
God, what the hell, dude? Yeah. What the
There's-
hell, ghoul?
Yeah, there's a guy tunic there, and he's like, hi, and he's like, oh, let me help you up, and then he just slices his throat, and he starts like, well, I'm gonna have some lunch.
Dinner. I'm like,
Waste not, want not. I get it.
yeah. He's eating it. I'm like, what the hell? It just was so visceral,
But then he almost immediately starts puking it up, and we see that the dude has like a big poison mark on his shoulder, and like, oh, you would think the ghoul would know better than, like, you gotta know where you're getting your food from.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You don't know where he's been.
Source it ethically. Yeah.
Right, source it ethically.
Right. It was just like, hey, bear, lunch. I'm like, God,
No.
no. Put that shit on a plate, something.
At least put it in the microwave for 10 seconds.
So yeah, I was
but
not happy with him at this point.
But then the rad scorpions like burst out and start attacking everybody, and like, oh, that's okay. So that's where the poison mark came from. Okay,
Yeah.
why did they leave? There's scorpions. Why? Like, do they have something better to do?
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
That's a good point. Scorpions are not like roaches. Roaches scatter. Scorpions do not. I have been stung by one of those fuckers. Not that size, thank God. But they stay where they are. They stay put. So that's a very good point. I didn't think of that.
Like, where were they going? Do they have a board meeting? Where were they?
Hey, communications were down. They had to go like door to door and invite people to their block party. Okay.
It's anonymous. Who knows?
But like Lucy and the woman and the ghoul, they're fighting like a whole bunch of like little rad scorpions, and then Mama comes out.
Mama, yes.
And she's a biggin.
She jumbo size.
Big Bertha has arrived.
Ignoring the problem of an exoskeleton on a creature that big, which they wouldn't be able to move.
Okay, bees aren't supposed to be able to fly, so we're just kind of out here in weird land. So.
You would need the fork nearly the size of a freaking state, because those little tiny 2-inch ones we used to stab, and they'd sting the fork. Yeah, for that big mamma jamma. How the hell? I don't know. I was like, I don't know how y'all gonna kill this thing.
It's a boss fight for a reason, okay?
Yeah.
Get a giant fork, you'll be fine.
Oh, they are such pains in the games, because they also burrow.
God, no.
So like they can just pop right up, attack you, you like fight them, start doing some damage, and then they can just go right back under the ground and pop up, anywhere else. Like,
when they start burrowing,
bastards.
They take damage. Like when they start
burrowing,
See?
No, they do not.
Oh,
once they start that animation, they become immune. Their health bar freezes.
Yeah, Duriel's the same way. And
like,
Diablo 4, he starts burying, and you're just like, well, great, now I have to go through this bullshit. We have to kill 3 of the minions while he's burying underground trying to kill my ass. Okay, and then he takes
Ugh.
12 minutes to fucking come back up once I kill his minions. And then we have to wait there for the health bar to go from gray to red. And I'm just like, I hate him.
I know.
Yep.
Video games and burrowing characters. Just the pee in my coffee. I hate it.
Ugh. It's like I would legitimately rather face a death claw than the rad scorpions. They're way tougher, but at least they're constantly on the ground. I can see them.
Right.
Anyway.
So big Bertha's there. With her
So yeah, big and it's like slamming down on it with its stinger, trying to get the ghoul, and then he just takes the random woman and uses her as a shield.
Fair.
It stings her in the back, then it stings him, and then he just pulls a grenade out of somewhere.
His inventory pack, that's infinite.
And
well, he's a ghoul now. He has a lot more orifices available to him. You know, his nose, his ears.
Yeah.
I mean,
That
he knows
was-
where he's hiding shit.
I was gonna say because you're a ghoul, you get 2 extra like inventory slots
Right.
because you constantly have to keep that
was your
ghoul
your
juice.
class.
Yeah,
Yes.
as your class, you have to keep that ghoul juice. I'm sorry, Lenu, as on standby, right? So,
Right.
Exactly. He's got 2 extra slots. There we go.
So yeah, because of that inconvenience, you get 2 extra inventory slots. So. We solved
So
it.
listen, if y'all ever make this into a tabletop game, call Eris Chaos because she got you covered on how to handle this.
I kind of know what I'm doing. It's all right.
+2 to his
So he
or his race. Whatever.
pulls a grenade just out of his ass and sticks it somewhere on the. I do not understand what happened. He shoves it somewhere in the rad scorpion, somehow kicks it, and then it explodes.
Big Bertha went boom.
Okay. I'm not exactly sure what happened in that whole thing.
I was sitting there yelling at one point. I was like, all right, whatever, you know, because I missed where the hell he pulled that grenade out. Then when he was bound that scorpion, all I could see, I was entertaining myself, was seeing The Rock as a Scorpion King. So when he killed
Yes.
imagining The Rock, as a scorpion being blown. I don't know. I got weird with it.
No, that is a solid reference. I am so happy.
Do you mean the Rock Scorpion King from Mummy 2 or the Scorpion King movie?
Mummy 2.
Okay.
That's the only acceptable answer. Okay.
Mummy 2.
I mean, Scorpion King was terrible.
No, I don't think I've actually seen it.
I've seen the first
clips
one.
of it,
Dude,
but
there's
not the whole
5.
There's 5 Scorpion King movies?
Hold on, let me look it up. Hold on. How?
No,
because-
this was definitely
many-
Mummy 2.
All I remember
Hold
was
on.
the naked chick that pops out of the fountain in the movie. I don't remember the plot line at all. It was so dumb.
Hold on, let me see. Okay, we have the Scorpion King 2, Rise of a Warrior, Scorpion King 3, Battle for Redemption, Scorpion King 4,
God.
Quest of Power, the Scorpion King Book of Souls, and then Untitled Reboot.
And how many regenerations did the Scorpion King go through?
So
God, I'm dead.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson was only in the first one.
Right.
And then in the second one, it's this guy named Michael. It's not Coupon, but that's how I'm reading it. Then we have the third and fourth one is the same guy, and then the fifth one is a different guy.
All right, since I have not seen
So we're on
them,
the fifth Scorpion King.
Yes. Well,
even
the
know
fourth
there was
one.
2. I just thought there was 1.
Well, actually,
right,
no.
it's-
There's another name underneath the Michael guy, so I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, I don't know what's going on anymore. But yeah, there are 5 Scorpion Kings, and apparently a future reboot, which is amazing.
I just
Wow.
Well, did he look? Mummy 1 and 2, the third one does not exist. But Mummy 1 and 2, those are my movies. I
What? There's
love
a
those
third
movies.
one? I didn't know there was a third one.
That is the correct.
Eris.
That is the correct answer.
No, there is
No, I
not
didn't
a third
know
one.
there was a
Not
third
really.
one.
Not
Yeah.
no.
Because the third one I heard didn't have my girl in it, so
did not.
as
It
far
did
as
not.
I'm concerned, doesn't exist. So
No, it did not. And I refuse to have any movie without Rachel Weisz in it that has Mummy on it. If she's playing that, whoever's playing that character's got to be her.
okay.
But
Not just that, but if there is a movie called The Mummy and it doesn't have Brendan Fraser in it, I want nothing to do with it. Okay,
same.
thank you.
Those two movies I fucking love. But and I
All-time
love
favorite.
the whole Scorpion King in it, but he looked awful.
He did. It's so
really did.
funny. It's
Even-
PS1 graphics.
Even at the time, it looked terrible.
It
No, it
did,
was
but
so
it was
funny.
The Rock, so I was like, I'm here. I love it. It's campy. It's
Hey.
cheesy. You know, I'm watching a Harryhausen. I'm fine.
So one of my all-time favorite scenes of that movie is when fucking Brendan Fraser stabs the Scorpion King, and then out of fucking nowhere, Imhotep comes up and just like jumps in the frame, and it's just like, no!
Yes.
Just like teleports in.
These movies are perfect. But did he at least look better in the Scorpion King movies?
At least in the
Yes.
first one, he's
Yes, he
not
does.
all CGI. He's just The
Okay.
Rock.
Because I thought it was cool. I loved the concept. I'm like, The Rock is a big old
Oh,
scorpion.
the concept was
Go!
fine. The concept of the Scorpion King's great. The execution was terrible.
It was. It was.
The
So that's what I
only,
was thinking of watching this.
like I said, the only thing from the first Scorpion King that I remember is the naked chick in the fountain. I don't remember a single thing about the story at all.
You
Sounds
know,
like it was the best part
that-
of the movie.
also sounds like a guy answer though. Like 100%.
Yes, it does.
That's a guy answer. The only thing I remember was a naked chick and boobs. So past that, I don't know. I think The Rock was in it, but I mean, I'm not sure entirely.
It was something about like that chick was like an oracle or something, and she was like the key to like finding out like the army battle plan or something. Whatever. It was awful.
She was naked, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, she was naked and in a fountain. I'm good, you know.
Yeah, my brain pretty much deleted the plot after that, so I don't know.
Well, and the only reason she was naked in a public fountain was because she was like in a bath, and he pulls like a lever and it sends them both down like
Run, lever!
and it just like opens up a drain, and they just get flung out into the middle of a fountain. So it's like, wait,
God.
that was that's where the fountain is fueled by bath water. Sure, that makes sense.
Why not? Why
Not
not?
a good plumbing aspect. Just saying.
Anyway.
Big Bertha looking like The Rock fighting the ghoul.
I love that sentence.
It's also acceptable that in The Mummy 2, when the Scorpion King like pops out, you hear like the opening notes to The Rock's theme music.
Are you shitting me?
No,
I've never noticed. Oh my
Dun.
god, I've seen that movie 1,000 times. I've never noticed that.
It's The Rock's. They worked in The Rock's theme into his entrance
Ugh,
That's
in that movie.
beautiful.
It's gorgeous. It's so dumb.
that's why the Mummy 1 and 2 are just chef's kiss on every level.
Yes, and why I'm so excited that there's an official third one coming out.
Same.
Correct.
With the whole fucking cast. Okay.
Ugh, can't wait. Can't
And I think
wait.
Henry Cavill's being is the villain, and I'm just like, we just keep adding good things to this.
Mhm.
Agreed.
Anyway, so
Anyway,
Big
Fallout.
Bertha.
Big Bertha.
Big Bertha blows up, and Lucy's like, I only got one remaining stim pack, and Ghoul's like, give it to me, and the girl's like, give it to me, and she's like, well, I'm gonna give it to the random woman because the Ghoul can live without it. He's just gonna be suffering for a while, but he won't die.
And I immediately went, fuck you, you're dead to me, Lucy.
From a logical standpoint, she is correct, but on a moral standpoint, this woman, I just shit, y'all. I don't know. This is
You
why
don't know anything about this chick.
Right, I know, but humanity, I just.
He could be new Hitler. We don't know.
Exactly.
But he just ate a person. He just it's
He
not
can't
damn
help it.
fault by eating this food and not cleaning it first. I'm sorry, you just don't go around eating.
Okay, that was
people.
dumb. That was
Yeah.
dumb.
It
He
was dumb. He's savvier than that. He really is. So he got himself into the pickle. But yeah, her response, I don't know what I was just like.
And as Lucy's like helping her out, she's like, okay, I wouldn't worry about him, and she's like, I'm not. I thought that was kind of funny.
That was.
I'm not worried about him. I'm just like, I'm worried about him. Okay, I am. He's the best character. If he dies, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, I'm glad he doesn't die. Absolutely glad he doesn't die.
Okay, so we go to Vault 31 now.
Goody.
Norm! Rest in peace, buddy.
What?
Wait.
Rest in peace, George Wendt.
What?
Oh, okay, that Norm. I was like, wait,
Yes.
did I miss some Fallout?
Oh, I was like,
Is
wait,
Norm
hold on a
No,
second.
Norm from Cheers.
I was
Norm,
like, did you just
yes.
spoil something for me, you fuck?
That
No.
was the reference, so it tracks. It tracks. Yes, rest in peace, George.
The cryopods, they're opening up, and there's a bunch of middle management people that are waking up. Like, that just sounds like a nightmare to me.
And not incompetent middle management people are waking up.
What exactly is it that you do here? And they'll just be like, I'm very good with people.
I promise. Don't look at my reviews.
Eris, you're just glossing over the Office Space joke. Okay, I see how it is.
I am just glossing over the Office Space show. I am in fact glossing over the Office Space show. Because I totally realized it was an Office Space joke.
Arwen, I heard you laugh at it, so you're good.
Fucking rude.
You,
All right.
you are a civilized person.
All right, you fuck. Continue.
So Norm tells them it's Reclamation Day, but sadly, Bud is dead because he just like picked up Bud's brain that's on a Roomba and just like stuck it into a bucket.
I'm assuming he at least broke the glass first. So he's, Bud's not just floating around in water going, well, this is uncomfortable.
And then there's a random woman. She's like, shouldn't I be able to see after being frozen? Like, are you doing a Return of the Jedi reference?
Oh my God, I heard her say that. I didn't catch that. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then another woman just comes like tumbling out of her tube, like hits the hard metal floor, and then she just pops up and like, I'm okay. Like, what are we? Is this plot line supposed to be serious or not? I don't know anymore.
I'm convinced the Vault Dwellers is where they save the yuck yuck and slapstick, and the Surface Dwellers is where they put all their grit. So when we're going back and forth, that's what we're getting. But it's disjointed to me.
It's very disjointed.
But that's, I think, what they're doing. They're saving all that other shit for the Vault. I think it's to separate the two lives and ideologies. But
these people
once
weren't
you
living...
open up that bottle, you can't put that shit back in.
And it also doesn't work because these people weren't part of the vaults. They were frozen.
Exactly.
They haven't grown. They were pre-war, and they have no memory. They have no knowledge of what the vaults actually are like.
Right. Fantastic
so they should be normal-looking people, or they should be acting perfectly normal.
Fantastic point. Yeah.
But they all immediately start panicking, and like, this is Vault Tech's best, apparently.
Norm's like, what the fuck? Can we put them back in their tubes? Shit.
Like me, is it too late to go back to Bud?
Right. He's like, damn.
I didn't know how good we had it. Shit.
Norm's amazing too. I just wanted, to Norm
Yes.
horn a little bit. He's
Norm
just,
is
my God,
Norm is good. I like Norm.
so good.
Back to Hank. That was it. That was so important.
That was amazing. All right. Anyway.
So we go to Hank, and he's on a Vault-Tec golf cart, I guess that is.
God.
He's playing with a yo-yo. He's putting neck thingies in lab mice, and their heads just keep exploding, and that's pretty much the whole sequence.
All right, where the hell did the lab mice come from?
I have that actual question. Who was taking care of the lab mice, making sure that they were being bred and fed during these past 200 years?
Guys, the Roombas.
Oh.
I forgot about the Roombas. You're right.
We are part of the cult of Roomba.
That's right. They're running everything. Yeah, okay. Plot hole.
Sadly, there's no Betty in this episode, so that's a -1 deduction for me.
Immediate -1 deduction. Betty is the goat. She is our queen. We worship Betty. Okay.
I love Betty.
We are Team Betty until the day we die. It's so we're Team Ghoul and the Betty. And the Betty, the Betty, also known as Betty.
Right.
Betty. The Betty known as Betty. Yes.
Back to the Brotherhood.
Oh God.
Okay,
Well,
I have a little bit of a rant, not a rant, but I have things to say here
okay.
about one particular character.
Okay. So the Brotherhood is exploring the Area 51 bunker, and they find like a vintage car and they blow it up, which they are animals, and I hate all of them. That car was gorgeous.
I'm offended. Okay.
Oh, that car was beautiful.
I've never wished that CGI that was CGI more than anything. I was like, if you actually did that, this is not the time for practical.
Yeah, that car was gorgeous. That made me sad.
They find a dead frozen alien, and they're like, cool, fridge. Like that. All right. You have two guys playing with a grenade, and they need to be told, hey, don't play with a grenade indoors. And like, oh, sorry, boss. Like, are you 5?
Tell them to go outside and play with it, okay? And just let nature take its course, all right? We didn't need them anyway.
Okay.
See, Maximus is starting to look really intelligent right about now, because look at the fools he has to shepherd around with.
I am genuinely shocked that the Brotherhood has advanced in any way, shape, or form. Okay.
Yeah. But then they activate their own cold fusion generator that they had from Vault-Tec.
Oh, convenient.
So why did they need to try to track down Woolzig at all last season if they knew this was here?
Because for adventure, I don't know. I do not know.
They needed a backup, okay? It's like when you go and purchase, even though you have batteries, okay, that are actively working in your remote or your TV, you want to make sure you have extra batteries in case, it stops working.
Yeah. Oh, they had already harvested one head. I guess they wanted another one.
Hey,
just that very purpose.
Cold fusion is well known for burning out quickly.
Right. It's not like it would be a source of free energy. But then we see Maximus giving life lessons to a young squire, and he's like, you can always better yourself through self-discipline and valor. And like, hey, those are good ethics to teach the young man.
Yeah.
They are.
I just think it's a bit of a problem when it's coming from the same guy who crushed Thaddeus's foot when he learned that he was lying and he tried to kill him.
Look, did he have some missteps along the way? Yes. He did not make good choices sometimes. But it is hard. I really think that this is what this character is truly about, and would be if the world wasn't so shitty. Now that's no excuse. I get it. I know.
But we
But
saw
I'm like,
we saw no glimpses of this version of him in the previous season. That's my problem.
I know. I agree with that. I do agree with that. It's like they're moving too quickly on him. Yeah. Okay, is this the scene where Dane comes in and then
This
talks
is
with him?
this is the scene where I call her Squire Twig
Okay.
because she is a rail.
I had to
Yeah,
look
what
some
exactly
things
she
up,
gonna
y'all.
do?
I had to look some things up about this character because I was so confused.
Okay.
All right. I originally thought the character, not the performer.
Right.
The character, I'm like, all right, is the character a butch presenting female who was raised up with the boys? I don't know. Is it a trans character? I mean, I want to know my characters, whether they're straight, trans, whatever. I want to know about them. Well, then today we're talking about this scene where Dane comes in with a friggin' mustache, got boobies, so the character is biologically female.
Correct.
Because it's got boobies. It's not like, an effeminate male character. It is a female character. Boobies, then the mustache. So then my little brain starts whirling, and I'm like, look, I love my fantasy. I love my sci-fi. This show is out there, and I am accepting things that do not exist. Fair enough. But I have to have some reality, some grounding of reality in my world. And I do not, for any reason at all, and the character itself, by the way, is supposed to be non-binary, because the performer portraying them is non-binary. It is a biological female who identifies as non-binary, playing a non-binary character. The mustache, though, is trans. A female who identifies as non-binary is not going to start growing facial hair unless they already are preconditioned to do that.
They're going to be more.
That means this character is being provided testosterone from the Brotherhood, and I'm sorry, y'all, I do not believe the Brotherhood would do that. You start taking me out of reality now. I get the ghouls. Like, I get there is medicine, there is shit. I understand that. Why would they do that?
In the post-apocalypse, there would be no trans people. Let's just be honest.
Right. The mustache is what lost it for me. I was like, okay, now I could buy everything else perfectly fine, because Dane has some redeeming qualities as a character, and some not. They're like anyone else. But that took me out, and that started speaking to me. Okay, they are not concerned about this world. They are just concerned right now in this area about something else. And I have to have some reality. I have to have some grounding. Was it just me, or
the healthcare provided in the post-apocalypse world has not, that I've seen so far, has not convinced me that they're going to have treatment for people with gender dysphoria. So
not the Brotherhood for sure. Not them.
No,
and also the Brotherhood, I'm going to be really, really blunt here. The Brotherhood would probably kill you.
Yes.
Probably.
They would not allow you this. The Brotherhood is not, they're like really fanatic crusaders, and a frat came and had a horrible baby. Okay. There's not, they're not. That's why I was surprised. Like, last season, I was like, is this a chick? Because, like, I'm surprised they let a chick into the Brotherhood. I know, okay, well, maybe she's one of those chicks that can roll with the guys. And I'm talking about a tomboy. I'm talking about someone.
In the games, there are plenty of women in the Brotherhood of Steel. That's not the issue for me. The issue was, I was like, because like the first time we see her, it was, okay, are you a dude or a chick? Because you look like a woman.
Yes.
But you got a really pathetic looking mustache, like you're like 12.
Oh, it's totally dark now. I didn't even notice it before. But this
Yeah.
episode I
Yeah.
noticed and I went, okay, y'all, I'm sorry. That
No.
makeup and everything, makeup crew, hair crew, all that producers, whoever decided this was okay, you are taking us out of the story. Not that the character is non-binary. That's fine. However they want to identify, apparently they go by they, them pronouns in the show. I'm okay with that. I got no problem with that.
Okay.
But you're starting to take me out of the reality of the Brotherhood. They're not going to provide testosterone for this.
Well, they're
person.
also not going to call them they. I'm just. I'm
Probably
getting
wouldn't.
military. It's like military.
Right.
It's like a crusader, like a very culty crusader group, and a frat put together. And I'm just saying, like, there's gonna be chicks there, but they're gonna be like, I don't know, like UFC fighters, like fucking stacked and just ready to like absolutely throw down. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's like huge. And so
the Brotherhood is very much a meritocracy.
Yes.
Like it's like, okay, so you can roll with the guys, but you have to roll with the guys, and then that means you have to keep up with them, which means you're working twice as hard as a chick, and that's just how it is, right? And that's fine if you want to do that. And there are obviously going to be tons of chicks that want to do that, right? So they do that. That's fine. It's just not only are you a twig, all right, but they're not catering to you doing that. Not in the apocalypse. Like, and I'm sorry,
when resources are incredibly scarce, you're not going to get special treatment.
No, and like, if this wasn't Fallout and this was just like whatever, I don't know, Severance. If this was Severance, then okay, that's fine. We could roll with that, right? That's this character could exist in Severance, right? It cannot exist, and this character cannot exist in the show as it is. As a result, I didn't even dawn on me. I didn't even think I noticed it was like the same character, right? Or maybe in my brain it was like, oh, okay, so this character's a dude. Okay, so this character's a dude, and like they finally hit puberty. They got some facial hair. Good job. Kind of concerning that they had prepubescent children in their race, but.
I mean, like, right, but
if that's apparently not what's it's like, okay, so that's a little silly, but also, okay, it's Amazon, and I'm not surprised.
I mean that is true. That is true. And if it was a vault, like if there was vault technology, like with the ghoul juice, sorry, Lenu, with the ghoul juice and stuff like that, I understand those mechanics. Yes, it's fantasy, it's out there, but there's a reason.
Correct.
Why they don't progress beyond what they progress, because they have to take the shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Androgynous. It could be androgynous, and we could just roll with that. But there's no way. I don't think they're going to be a squire because they're so tiny. So if we were androgynous, if they were androgynous and were kind of like built, then okay, fair enough.
Yeah. And it's not like they got a guy, a man performer who presents as, or who identifies as non-binary, playing a male character who presents as non-binary. Then, if they presented feminine, I would understand the mustache, I'd understand all that. But you can't hide the boobs, y'all. I'm sorry. The actor was born female, so the character obviously is originally female.
Does she have boobs though?
Want to say they could?
They're a little.
Wrap them up like Mulan. You could wrap them up like Mulan. Okay, Mulan did that, so you could do that. But I'm just like, I don't know. Like, if you want to be on drop, that's fine. But
be a twig.
I got no problem with, but the mustache and testosterone, it ain't gonna happen with the Brotherhood. I'm sorry, and it took me out.
No, I'm actually just rolling with the fact that was a guy that was prepubescent, and if it's if we're talking about an androgynous person, it's like, okay, so all I need is for them to be more buff. That's it. I just need them to be a little bit more stocky. I don't want to think, oh, we're the helicopter is like landing and doesn't like land, but like drops us off and they blow away in the wind of the blades. Okay. Like, I don't want to have that concern for my squire. Okay. Where they're like 2 miles away.
Like, I mean, she looks like she weighs about 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, she makes Batwoman look buff. Okay. Like, we got it. Like, just
which is another reason. Muscle.
A
how
little more
the
muscle?
character presents as female. Yes, because the frame is so slight. There are slight men,
Mm-hmm.
but she's very slight.
Eh,
And this is
what
no
if we-
shade to the performer. The performer does a fine job. This is more
Oh, I'm not
what,
getting
you know,
onto the
come on,
performer.
show. Let's think about this world for a minute outside of your 2026 view.
Mm-hmm.
Let's think about this. What would the Brotherhood do with the person who identifies non-binary?
It wouldn't
What would
be
they do?
nice. The person, first of all,
I
the
don't
person
think
wouldn't
they
be
would.
raised with that as a choice.
Correct.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
like, if we're talking about them being born into the Brotherhood, they wouldn't be raised with that. So that wouldn't really be
No.
a choice. And honestly, we're not.
Especially when the world's population has been decimated.
Right.
If your womb works, it's going to be used to help repopulate
Yes.
the world. It just is.
It's fucked up,
Yes.
but that is what would happen if
Yes.
we're talking about the end of the human race. That is why being in peace times, like we technically, I would say we are currently in peace times. I know we're currently at a war, but we're technically like in more peaceful times than apocalyptic times. Okay. It is very, very much a privilege to be able to, as a woman, not choose to have kids based on whatever it is, whether you identify as something else other than a woman, whether you just don't want to have kids. That is a privilege. The second the apocalypse happens and we're down to like 500 people, yep, that privilege is revoked immediately.
Correct.
And because you won't have a choice in that either. That's just not a choice you're gonna have.
And see, the Brotherhood strikes me as someone is if you cannot pull your weight and like
You're
wear many hats in there, they could trade you to another group that they're aligned with for something they want, and then there you go, you and your mustache, and it just made no sense to me. And it also, one more quick rant about the Brotherhood, it makes no sense to me why they're allowing their guys to just be goobers, like playing with the grenade.
No. When I saw those guys playing with the grenade, I'm like, how did these guys become knights?
No, they're not disciplined enough. I should be seeing the equivalent of Navy SEAL discipline everywhere. That's what I should be seeing.
Yeah.
Okay.
The cream of the crop, the knights of the wasteland, they're these goobers. I'm sorry, the Brotherhood pissed me off this episode.
Like in the games, the Brotherhood can be a bit, extreme and culty, but the knights were usually pretty disciplined. They might be following bad leadership, but a knight was still something you respected.
Yeah.
I mean, they're called a knight, okay?
Right.
That's not really a title anyone is given without, So, anyway.
So those were my rants for this whole scene with the Brotherhood. I was just like, y'all, whatever. Come on.
I didn't even dawn on me. I really thought that was a twink, prepubescent twink that hit puberty. Okay, that's what I thought. I really thought that's what we were going for.
No, yeah.
And that is correct. That is correct, Ram Bam.
The whole women's rights are definitely. Hey, guys. Okay, all women or women presenting biological women, whatever you want to fucking. You do not want the apocalypse to happen. We lose all rights for the most part after that. The fact that Moldaver is leading is kind of hilarious when you start really breaking it down to Moldaver wouldn't be leading an army. Moldaver would be siring children for the leader of the army, which would be a dude. And that's really fucked up, but that's exactly what would happen.
Correct.
Okay, or
unless she was menopausal.
Unless she's like a saint or like a priestess.
Yeah,
she had priestess status.
Yeah.
If she was like a priestess, which actually would totally work in that organization because it's kind of culty. She could. In fact, I think she kind of is a priestess, isn't she? She's kind of priestessy based on
she had a cult in Vault 4.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So we could roll with that, but she'd have to be a high priestess that has to be a virgin.
They just bathe each other in blood and strip naked for no reason.
And then they have, a cake night.
Didn't they?
That was a very weird ritual
It was
absolutely zero payoff. So anyway, so yeah, I did notice it. Wasn't really in my again. I just thought that was a young, because when I think of a squire, I think of a child, right? So I just thought that was a new squire that was become, but it was like, it's very feminine looking. But hey, man, there are some very feminine looking guys out there, okay, that can cosplay chicks, and it's actually kind of crazy how well they can cosplay chicks. All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I agree.
So it's like, I just kind of, I just roll with that. I didn't realize that was any of that. Now I'm like, okay.
I was interested enough in the character and confused enough to at least look it up. But then when I found all that out, I was like, okay, that's fine for a character, and no shade to the performer, but the show did not think this out very well.
No,
because it totally just takes you out of who the Brotherhood is and what they're about.
Hey, HBO also didn't think about the fact that turning Snake black was like the worst character you could have turned black, along with Hermione. So, the top 2 worst characters to turn black, you turned black, because now everything seems a lot more racist.
Right.
Like Mudblood hits different when your character you're insulting is black.
Does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. So I had my own notes for that scene.
Awesome.
Okay.
I had
Sorry,
0
I
notes.
so much. Tell.
So funny.
Right. So she tells Maximus that she's been listening to the comms, and the elder has called this meeting of the Brotherhood leadership without telling the Commonwealth. So that means like nothing, because they have not explained what the Commonwealth is compared to how it is related to the Brotherhood. So
that's true.
Like it's like that is the show's failing because they have not explained it.
I
think my response was okay.
Yeah.
That's
a very appropriate response, Eris. I approve. Very good.
Like they have not really explained like anything about like the different factions that exist and how they are related to each other. So them saying that they haven't invited the Commonwealth to this meeting. We're 12 episodes into the series, and like what is the relationship here?
Yeah.
Are we 12 episodes in, not 10?
I guess they were banking on with
is it 10?
Get an ominous tone and wonder, but no, you're right. We have no connection to that name.
I think
too damn long. It's fine. Too damn long. 10 episodes in this type of show, in this type of format's way too damn long for me not to know who the hell the Commonwealth is. Commonwealth, whatever.
Yeah. Also, the thing I was noticing about the Brotherhood in this sequence was why the hell does a squire that injured herself to get out of a duty have any access to the communications?
I thank you. What was the punishment? Was there any punishment?
She acknowledged to injury. They drew a mustache on her.
They forced the non-binary paladin to have a shitty mustache. So
it's just drawn on.
Yes.
They just put like a little Groucho Marx mustache on her.
Yes.
But yeah, like she acknowledged to injuring herself so she would get out of having to go to duty.
Yeah, that's
why is she still around?
Yes, let Max take the fall for that. Because they were convinced he did it.
Oh my God, you're right. Oh my God.
At the very least, she should be court-martialed and kicked out. Good luck getting your testosterone injection somewhere else, Toots.
She should be the one beating the toilets every day on latrine duty. But no, like you said, is in there amongst the uppity ups, and getting all the info. It's like, what are you think, Brotherhood? Not a good look for them this episode.
No. But then we see multiple Brotherhood of Steel blimps arriving, and those ships look cool. I love the design for them.
Yeah.
And then we have a meeting with the highest elders of the Brotherhood of Steel, and those two dumbasses are playing with the grenade in the meeting. Like, what is wrong with you? How the hell did these dipshits make it to knighthood?
Oh, it's like one big inbred brotherhood group just running around there doing
So
shit. Like this.
I reject your proposal that the vaults were supposed to be where all the yuck jokes are, because we have this nonsense happening.
Well, all right, good point. I recant that, because you're right. Some of the ridiculousness that they did was like, are you kidding me? Now Maximus looks like the only competent person who knows what he's doing.
That's a bigger sin than anything.
It really is. It really is. You know, he still has his little deer in the headlights moments, but where are the established knights that are standing there?
The guy that's only the guy that the most established knight that we've seen lied about being a knight like 3 weeks ago.
God, it makes the crows up in Game of Thrones look like freaking Camelot knights. This episode really drove me crazy with them. I can't.
And so the elder guy just kind of admits, like, yes, we all have our differences, but we now have cold fusion, and so they have unlimited power.
Thank you for making that joke. I appreciate. I'm very happy with that.
Yeah. So they can just keep making their own fusion cores, and it's like, finally, someone recognizes the true potential of cold fusion. It's about damn time.
Yes.
And they're like, well, I guess we can commit a civil war against the Commonwealth. Okay.
And none of them are lovely. None of them make me want to go, I want to join that community. They're all just, they're awful.
True.
All of them at that meeting.
I don't know. The elder dude acknowledging that unlimited power is like a significant power source, and it changes the political dynamics of everything. Seems like that makes a ton of sense to me. Like, yeah, of course it would.
See, I'm thinking
finally someone with a brain.
You're thinking of, who's going to protect me? Yeah, good point. This is why I wouldn't survive.
Someone with a functioning brain. About time.
Yay!
Good point. Good point.
So now we cut to Lucy and woman. That is literally what she's credited as. Just
I
woman.
Love it. She is woman.
Not even turbaned woman, but woman.
She is literally credited as woman. Like, okay, okie dokie.
Hey, okay. The fact that I unironically say that daily is I have been saying that my whole life, so I'm taking my word back. Okay.
So Lucy is just talking nonstop again, and my note here is the woman looks annoyed as I am.
The woman is thinking, damn it, she should have saved the ghoul.
Like, maybe I should have picked the ghoul. Yeah, he tried to sacrifice me to the scorpion, but you know what? At least he would have been quiet. But she warns Lucy, like, just go home. You don't want to be up here, just go home. And Lucy's like, I'm looking for somebody. I'm going to Vegas. And she's like, yeah, don't.
And we were all like, correct.
Yeah, don't.
And then she says, I don't want to see you raped by the wrong people.
And I went, huh?
Like,
excuse me? Who's the right people?
That is exactly my note. Like, Is there a right people to do that?
There's a right kind of rapist? What is
Yeah,
happening?
question.
I didn't know there was a right one.
Like, I mean,
Sheep
yes,
rub.
yes, you're forcing yourself on me, but at least I know you're the right person to do it. Like, what?
Yes, this one's correct.
Yeah. They were in the local stud book, so it's all right. I mean, what?
Yeah, this was the top bachelor of all time. Hey, you know what? He's going to allow me to win awards in movies. He's the right kind, correct?
God.
The note I have here is, what a bizarre line. It's the writers saying, look how jaded she is, without realizing she just said something really stupid.
Yes.
Reality, I'm wondering what's happening in the Amazon casting rooms.
What a dumb line.
Yeah.
And then we see a bunch of people in Roman outfits.
I went, oh no, it's Caesar's Palace. And that was a great joke. If anyone's been to Vegas, yeah.
Again, they have not explained the Legion at all, but
No.
here we are. Back to Vault 31. And Norm is taking charge by mentioning Bud's plan. Because Norm is the only person this show consistently shows having a working brain. He's like, hey, I am the product of 200 years of genetic engineering, and you guys have been named as my staff. Like, thank you!
Brilliant. I'm like,
someone
Norm, you're the
finally
man.
thinking.
We
You
did
are
it, guys.
Freaking man.
And they're all like, okie dokie.
Okay, somebody's in charge other than me. Yay!
Well, because they're middle management.
Management.
They're looking for someone above them.
And perfect middle management, so they'll never want to try and achieve above their station. So yes.
Back to Hank. Like, this show really needs more Norm. It does.
True.
So Hank sees Hank's still doing his mouse exploding thing. And he stops by some Vault Tech cryo tubes that say like Elite Plus or something like that. So he unfreezes one of them and he uses the neck thingy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to make it, so he's trying to perfect the neck thingy mind control, and the guy's head explodes.
Oh shit.
Like,
all over the window. I'm like, Hank, you got to clean that up. Well, no, he doesn't. He's got his Roombas. That's right. Gory
but
scene.
Hank, unlike a mouse, a person can tell you if it's hurting them, so they can give you feedback so you can more properly fine-tune the signal. Why are you doing this? There's only like 8 pods we saw. You surely have more lab mice that are coming from somewhere.
Hank's grappling with his own imagination, I guess.
But also he's like, the guy's like, I signed up for the premium package or whatever it was, and Hank's like, did you read the fine print? And he's like, yeah. Like, oh well, I didn't. It's like, well, wait a minute. If Hank's disregard of the Vault Tech contract means he's also part of the collapse of civilization that he claims to be protecting. Right?
Yeah.
So like now I'm not understanding Hank's motivation.
Look, at this point, I'm like, the only thing that made sense to me was Hank is crazy. Hank is crazy, because you're right. Even the most sold out, unless you've crossed that threshold of into nuttiness, there comes a point where you got to pull back and look and realize, well, I am starting to do the very thing that I don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to help. I'm not helping humanity, but he was crooked from the beginning, so he's got to have a screw loose. And I just think that's the only thing that makes sense to me, that he's just kind of lost his marbles.
I would also
One
like to
track mind.
I would also like to point out, if the guy's contract is meaningless, then doesn't that just reinforce the idea that the whole meeting concept of there's a lot of money at the end of the world is kind of, it's pointless because the guy's money did not help him at all, did it?
What?
But they did not think that through. Not really well.
No.
Nobody thought that scene through. Okay.
So yeah, to me, it just showed that
Yeah.
Hank was he was sold out to his cause. Didn't matter if the cause made sense anymore. It was still a cause, and
Yeah.
he's just a nut, and that's what he's gonna do. And I don't like that. I actually like the okie dokie Hank, but this Hank is, ooh, he's horrible.
True.
Yeah. Back to Lucy.
Yay.
And she's walking through the woods at night. Good place for a young lady to be in.
Literally has been without the ghoul for 2 minutes, and it's already doing the dumbest possible thing imaginable.
And she gets surrounded by Roman legionnaires because, you know, as you do.
As you do.
And she's like, I'm nice.
Okay, that pissed me off too. I just, as a nice person who would want to tell people, please don't kill me. I swear to God, I'm not going to eat you or anything. I really am nice. No, you shut up and you wait to see if they say anything. You don't just, they're not going to care if you're nice. If anything,
if they were going to kill her, they could have done it easily.
Exactly.
But they didn't.
Exactly.
So they're clearly capturing her.
And it just was a dumb thing for her to say.
All she has to worry about right now is if they're the right people.
Correct.
But yeah, it was a yuck moment, or it was one of those, you know, a vaulty moment, and it did not play. It did not play out the way I think they heard it in their head or saw it on the storyboard. No, it was terrible. I'm nice. Oh, stop, please.
This is how you die. You're dumb.
Yeah.
I know.
Back to Vault 31. They end up opening up a ventilation hatch, and they're like, hey, there's a ladder. I kind of want to know why there is not a ladder all the way up to the ventilation hatch. Otherwise, what's the point of putting one there?
Right.
That they have to like awkwardly climb to get up to? Like, what's the point of having a hatch then?
That makes no sense.
But they open up the hatch and there's a ladder in there, and like Norm leads the way, and they go outside to the wasteland, and we have a shot of Norm leading the people like Moses in the Promised Land.
Oh my God.
I thought the same thing. I'm like, oh.
I did not.
And Norm said, let my people go.
Oh.
Let my middle managers go.
Jesus Christ.
We love you, Norm. Don't ever change. Oh,
and
God.
they're looking at the wasteland of the destroyed Santa Monica Pier, and everyone's like, "Oh man, the mall's gone."
But I went priorities.
But Norm calls it beautiful. I personally would call it a fixer-upper, but that's me.
Right. I took real quick. I took that though as because I like Norm so much and I want him to be like this, but I took it that it wasn't the landscape; it was the freedom.
Yeah,
to be out of the wall, to be out from underneath. You know, we love you, Betty, though you're goddess. But in his mind, to be out from underneath Betty, be out from underneath, you know, Bud and his brain, he can escape that and live his own life on his own terms.
The
really
Book of Norm, chapter 1, verse 1.
Oh my God.
Well done, Ram Bam.
That is so
1000%.
good.
So to him, it is beautiful because it means freedom. Kiss my
Yes.
ass ball.
Yes.
But it is a fixer-upper. I agree.
We go back to the Brotherhood, and there's
Ugh.
2 knights in power armor fighting like Rock'em Sock'em robots.
Okay, that's what I was like. This kind of looks like the thing.
Thank you. Think of what the hell they were called. Yes, the ones that where the heads spin up when you get hit. Exactly right. I could thank you, Sensei. God, rock stock of robots. Yes, they were. That's exactly
That was the
what
first thing I thought of. I was like, this is like Rock'em Sock'em robots, like when I was a kid.
Yes, yes. Oh my god.
And Norm looked and saw that it was good.
Saw that it was okie dokie.
And it's people
There you
across
go.
the waistline.
Betty, let my people go.
Y'all, I'm having so much more fun with this episode right now than I did when I watched it. Thank you.
And
I'm
this is
enjoying it.
exactly what it's like to review Rings of Power with us.
Yes.
Good. I'm down. I'll have to convince Arlena. I'll say, Arlena, you got to do this. We tapped out. We got to be strong. Come on, Shield Maidens. Let's go. Let's watch this.
Anyway, so then some big burly dude like, hey, Maximus, did you kill that Moldaver chick? And he's like, yeah. Well, I bet I could take you. All right.
Okie dokie.
Where did he come from?
I
He
don't-
stands a good 2 feet tall above everybody else. I didn't see him anywhere in that meeting, did you?
No.
Big dude. Big dude.
And so they're like, okay, let me go get my power armor. And he's like, no armor, just fisticuffs, I guess. So
Oh, God.
the guy takes off his shirt. He is ripped. Maximus starts taking off his jacket, and the guy cheap shots him right in the face while he's like unable to defend himself at all. Like, really? We're going that hokey with the with the dick
Right.
moves.
Hey, maybe he needed to go to the bathroom and Maximus destroyed the toilet.
That's
And this is his punishment
Fair.
for doing that.
fair. So eventually Maximus starts getting the upper hand somehow, despite the guy having at least 50 pounds of muscle on him.
Yes. Big dude.
And at least 50 pounds and probably at least a foot. It looks almost a foot. Like he dwarfs him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Maximus starts getting the upper hand, and then the guy pulls out a knife, and none of the leaders are like, okay, this is going too far between two of our top guys.
Yeah, it's a free-for-all.
Okie
Gladiator
dokie.
Coliseum. I
Yeah.
mean, again, the Brotherhood, what are y'all doing?
Like
Just,
I could understand if there were like boxing matches, to let guys get, let off some steam or something, but
knives?
outright a knife fight?
And they're just kind of standing around, sitting around like, "Meh."
How have the Brotherhood not dissolved into like a complete obscurity with this kind of recruiting?
And you got the old man who made Maximus his personal sword. His sword, the sword of the Brotherhood,
Yeah.
is just risking him getting offed by another big knight or whatever. No.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Yeah.
They dropped the ball with him this episode. They really did.
And then so the guy pulls the knife, and then in typical Hollywood fighting, the guy ends up getting stabbed and killed by his own knife.
Good.
Because that's how trained fighters would work.
Of course. And everyone's like, "Rrr."
And the leadership just has no problem allowing this kind of nonsense going on.
And okay, what was the judgy look from Dane?
I
Shaking his head
have
and walking
no
off.
idea.
What did you expect Maximus to do? Just stand there and be killed?
Right.
He didn't even approach the guy. The guy approached him. And Jane's like, sure.
Like,
I was like,
he
oh
was-
my God.
He was challenged. Okay, if it was just like a fist fight, just to, kind of show toughness, that's one thing. But when the
Yeah.
moment the guy pulled a knife, all bets are off.
Exactly. There is no shaking your head in judgment. There's, oh my God, thank God you didn't get killed by the nut job.
Correct. But then a bird shows up,
Bird.
and it's the Commonwealth, and he's like, "I hear you guys are planning a civil war," and they're like, "Oh, well, welcome. Let's discuss things." Like, what?
I love this character. This is great because I was also wondering, are we planning a civil war? And he was like, "Oh, hello there."
Oh my
Oh
God,
my-
and he's all schmoozy, but is he Dudley Do-Right or is he Snidely Whiplash? We don't know. Really, I thought that was really cool acting from the guy who played the Commonwealth Paladin. Is he friend or foe? Who knows?
But my question is though, like, if you're going to a place where you think people are like gonna like secede and like have a civil war against you, why isn't he arriving with more people?
Oh no, that's a really good question. I didn't think of that. He just breezes in there like he's ready to take them all on. But no, that would be impractical. I wouldn't do that. I would suggest it.
Yeah.
And how'd they find out? Did he ever say how they found out?
Well, I mean, given the high quality of professionals that we see in the Brotherhood, I'm guessing it's a loose lip sync ships type of thing.
Good point. They forgot to use their windwalkers and decoding stuff on there, little dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Oh yeah. So that was how the episode ended. I do have another note of like something else I thought of. So Hank is using the neck thingy, and he's like trying to perfect the mind control, right?
Yeah.
That's like his whole thing.
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
So, but those neck thingies are in the Vault Tech laboratories in New Vegas.
Okay.
So he went to New Vegas, got one, grabbed some random merchant, gave him a nuke, gave him the mind control instructions to go to Shady Sands with it,
Mm-hmm.
while the technology was not yet perfected, even though he's now trying to perfect the technology that he already has gotten to work.
No.
And didn't he originally do all that in his vault? When he detonated?
Presumably.
So, yeah. Okay, I'm starting to see a problem here.
So did he go all the way to New Vegas to get one to plant into someone's neck to mind control them to deliver the nuke?
He must have done this after he incapacitated the mom. It all goes back to this. Then he must have gone there, then gotten the kids, gone back to the vault, somewhere along the way back and planted the, I don't know. That's a little, because when we do know that when Shady Sands went up, Mama went with it.
Right.
But not Moldaver. I don't know where the hell. Okay, where did Moldaver go? Because she's still
A business trip.
Oh,
Yeah,
she went.
went
Okay, fair enough. Whatever. Yeah. It all goes back to that. Legit. That time frame, the series of events.
But then also,
I don't know. I don't know.
But also, he's trying to perfect the technology to mind control people, but he's already done it. So why is he struggling with it now?
Okay, I think I have a clue on that. The guy that the little sombrero guy or whatever, the one who was pulling the cart.
Mm-hmm.
He had it. He was doing what he asked, but he was a vegetable because he kept mumbling the same phrase over and over and
True.
over and over. He had no autonomy over, I mean, not over thoughts. Yeah, he's in mind control, but he wasn't intelligent. He couldn't be a perfect middle manager. You know, he was a vegetable basically. That may be why what he's trying to perfect is to get them to be conscious and to be able to be productive members of society, but still under his control. That's what I'm thinking. And honestly, I don't remember the rest of the season right now. So if that's how it plays out, yay me. But yeah, I don't know. That's it. But again, when did he go get it? When did he? Man, Hank is just zipping around this world.
He's very efficient.
He is.
Yeah, that's a word for it.
Does he have a Land Rover? I mean, he's got something because he could just go back and forth and get his shit done.
Fast travel.
But yeah, that guy was not in his right mind. He was able to do the job, like get the shit there, but once he got there, there was nothing, nobody home.
Damn.
And if you want to build soldiers to do what you want to do, you want to be able to communicate with them. I would. But I don't know.
Baby.
A lot of holes.
Yeah.
A lot of unanswered questions.
But
what's the actor's name? Is it Kyle
McLaren or something like that.
Oh, he's so good.
He is.
I mean, he's an actor that I can love him one minute and then absolutely viscerally hate him the next. In the same character. He's so good.
yeah, I mean, I think he's that's Hank, yeah?
Yeah, Hank.
Okay. Hank he is a far more interesting character this season so far than he was last season. I know last season we only saw him for like 5 seconds, but still.
But I need more Betty and her Roombas.
Yes.
I really do. I miss Betty. Y'all, I'm sorry. It's almost 3:30. I was supposed to be out here at 3:15. Shit!
Oh shit! Go!
That was the end of the episode, so we're good.
That's the end of the episode. Go!
All right, I love y'all so much. Now,
All right, we're not doing right? We're not doing next week for other reasons, and we're gonna come back the week after. So.
Okay, 3 and 4, or just 1? Just 3.
3 and 4.
3
right?
and 4. Yes.
3 and 4. All right, I'll be talking to y'all before then. Anyway, bye, y'all. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so I saw that it was past the time, but I thought I misheard her time, so I didn't say because she was still here, and I felt bad. I was like, did she say 3? Did she mean 3 my time or her time? See, this is why everybody needs to be on Central Time, so that we don't have these misunderstandings. Central Time superiority.
WWE news: The New Day have been released.
The New Day?
Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston.
The New Day. Hold on, I'm really bad at. Oh my god, are they the fucking? They're the guys that had the unicorn shit.
Yep.
Oh.
They've been there for like 10 years.
I thought they were popular. I didn't understand their popularity, but that didn't stop anybody before.
Correct.
So, okay. Huh. Well. I mean, they kind of disappeared. It's weird. It's like they bury these people that were super prominent And then they go, well, you're not doing anything, and let them go. And it's like, what? That was your choice to bury them.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, like when, because like they were a trio for a long time, and then Big E suffered a career-ending injury. And so like they never really quite worked as a duo. And then they tried turning them heel, and that just didn't work.
No, it's kind of hard to take guys whose symbol is like a unicorn seriously as villains. So they were very good wrestlers. It's just I don't think any of that gimmick worked that they were a part of. So that's just my humble opinion.
No, I agree.
So
that's why I mostly just in like my 2K game, I create like my own people that just focus on my own promotion. I don't worry about real life people at all.
No, yeah. Once Loki figured out he could edit his put in his own like entrances and music and other stuff, and then he could go to other people and like that, get downloaded. He kind of ran with that a lot more. He really liked. There was a lot of stuff he really liked this time around. But he said I didn't know this. They didn't have damage control in this one, and I've finally come to the realization that they put in and take out certain things, so that you always fit. So you can never have everything. And that's so scummy.
I mean, I could understand like if you, like Ric Flair was last with WWE in like 2021, I think is when he left the company. His entrances, like the music's not there, but his entrances are still in there, but they're called like styling and profiling or something like that. So you know who it is, but it's not under Ric Flair anymore.
Yeah.
Like that I understand because you can't use his image anymore. I get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when like the majority of damage control is still around in WWE, why can't you like at least like keep the graphics so like someone can like make their own version of it or something like that?
More fucked up is the core 3 were in WWE still when you released the game.
No, because Dakota Kai was released last year and she was one of the originals.
Oh, I thought it was Io, Asuka,
No. Io and Io Sky, and it was Bailey started it with Io and Dakota Kai, and then Asuka and Kairi joined Damage Control later.
Really? Okay, I did not know that. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I didn't watch Raw this past week. I didn't watch Raw. Didn't care about what happened on SmackDown. I just kind of went. I don't really know. Like the one storyline that I was actually super invested in, you've nuked. So,
I mean, the Miz attacked Danhausen last night, and he's not demanding a match.
That's awesome. Who is that?
Are you serious? You don't know who Danhausen is?
Unfortunately, I am fully aware of who Danhausen is, and I wish he would be out of there.
Are you kidding me? He's easily the best thing they have going right now.
No, he is one of the
so entertaining.
He is like one of the worst things I've ever seen in my current watching.
Absolutely not. You are dead wrong. He is great. I love him so much.
So that is the sign that you have been brainwashed. So unfortunate. I thought you were better.
Who's more entertaining than him right now?
my TV turned off is more entertaining than him right now.
And then you're just uncultured. You didn't even understand my Office Space reference.
Hey. Hey. Okay. Just so we're clear. I don't get Danhausen. I don't get the appeal. I don't understand why everyone seems to like him. The fact that WWE itself is surprised that anyone likes him, it tells me a lot. They're like, oh, you like that? Cool. We'll just keep doing that. That's just gonna happen, and it's gonna happen and happen and happen for all of time. Okay, and then we're gonna get a second one. It's gonna be the El Grande Americano bullshit round 2 Electric Boogaloo, where they're gonna shove it in your face until you hate yourself. And that's just how that's just WWE for you though. So I do have to say that it was very awkward to shortly after all of the releases happened, that I got a news article that popped up on my phone that says, "Oh, hey, by the way, Triple H has been renewed."
Yes, his contract was extended.
It's been extended, guys, and I went,
All right, yay!
Oh, well, it's a bit awkward that all these people got let go, and then you got an extension because it looks like you had to let them go to get your extension. That's what it looks like. And I've heard he was TKO. I heard, but it doesn't matter because I'm still calling it WWE regardless. Okay. I have literally no idea how much power Paul has. I have no idea at any given point. It seems like he has all the power, and then it seems like he has none of the power. And I genuinely do not know who's in charge anymore. Because I want to yell at the right people for doing shit things.
For the longest time, it was just so easy. Just blame Vince. Like the buck stopped and ended with him.
Yeah, something
he was
shit.
He was the owner. He was the one that was in control. It was Vince.
Yeah, that was easy. And now I have to go, well, what percentage of power does Triple H have today as far as creative
was
goes?
that a Nick Khan decision? Was that a TKO decision? Was that a Triple H decision? I don't know anymore. Or
did the wrestler put in their fucking contract that they have control over certain things and I'm just not made aware of it? I just don't know. I don't know. I have no idea because I've been yelling at Triple H for his shitty fucking creative decisions for like ever now. And okay, look, we have a good story. Oh, look, it's a good match. Let us pull a Ryan Johnson and fucking subvert expectations out of our asshole. And look, aren't you happy? And then the crowd is yelling, and I have to go, well, I think the crowd is suffering from the bystander effect, where they're just, like, all kind of brainwashed to do whatever they're doing at the moment. Like, at no given point do I think everyone in the stadium, every fucking Raw, wants to yeet. Okay? I don't think there's that many people into the yeet chant.
No.
Ever. I would say we need to pull a Fallout and just nuke everything and start over if that was actually the fact. All right. I think maybe 20 people do, and then everybody else just does it because they know they have to.
And again, the ticket prices continue to be absolutely out of control. And I would say I went to an AEW show last year. Tickets were nice and cheap, very affordable, perfect for families.
You had a decent spot too.
That's right. I sent you a picture of like
you
where
sent
we
me
were
a
sitting.
picture of where you were sitting, and I went, "Holy shit! How much did you pay for that?" And you were like, like very, very little in comparison."
I sent you the picture where we're sitting. We were that was like $90 for both seats.
Oh, $45 pre-tax, or less than that because it's pre-tax. So
yeah. So like very, very affordable. But there were less than 3,000 people in attendance. And I quickly learned why. AEW's product is pretty subpar. Like, there's no effort to like tell a coherent story whatsoever. It's just matches for the sake of matches. It's like, what is there a reason behind it? Like, at least WWE gives you like there's a reason. It might be stupid, but at least there's a reason they're fighting. AEW is just like, and they're fighting now. Oh, why? I don't know. Well, but aren't they doing cool moves? Yeah, but if you're kicking out of like 10 finishers per match, I kind of don't care.
Yeah, if you're kicking out of finishers so much that when somebody actually does a finisher move and it finishes them, I go, what was that? They good? Did they run out of stamina? What happened?
Now WWE also has that problem, but at least it's not spamming a finisher move. You watch an AEW match, it's nothing but big grand spectacle, big finishing moves constantly. Well, all right.
Yay! Everybody loves it. It's so good. This isn't awful. Ugh. I've thought about trying that Japan wrestling thing, but I don't know. I've heard that shit's good.
Oh, I came across something I need to send you. It was from the Japanese promotion called Stardom, and it was one of the funniest things I ever saw in my life. It was so good.
Okie dokie.
I'll have to send that to you. Well, actually, no, correction. First, I need to find it. Then I'll send it to you.
I was about to say, I was like, well, hey.
Anyway, so that was episode 2.
Aren't we all excited about
no yodel this episode? That also gives it a minus 2, in my opinion.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
We are pro yodel, okay?
We are.
I know that's a strong stance to take, but we are in fact pro yodel.
Mm-hmm.
So. God, man. Oh. All right. So in 2 weeks.
Yep.
We will have the next one. Aren't y'all excited?
Woo, we've built it up so well.
We did. Much like the show, we have built it up so well. To the point that everyone's clamoring for more.
Woo!
Woo! As the lawyer Ric Flair once said, woo!
Correct.
Oh my god. So, all right. Well, we will see y'all in a couple weeks. And hopefully, the show knows how to write itself better within those next couple of weeks. I say as the show has been out for at least a few months at this point.
It's been out for several months now, yeah. I think episode 8 came out in February.
It's fine and not worrying at all.
Right.
I'm not right. Are you worried?
Yes.
No. Oh my god. All right. So we will see y'all in a couple weeks. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. 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 Bye.